Are you tired of fighting battles that never seem to end? Do you ever feel like the moment you solve one problem, life just hands you another and then another? That feeling of being completely drained, overwhelmed, and just ready to give up. It's something we've all experienced. There's a story about a young woman who felt exactly this way. She was exhausted, at her breaking point, and she went to her grandmother, her heart heavy and tears in her eyes. "Grandma," she said, her voice filled with frustration, "I'm just so tired. I'm tired of fighting. Every time I think I've finally solved one problem, a new one comes along. It feels like every time I stand up, life just knocks me right back down. I honestly don't know how much more I can take." Her grandmother, a woman full of wisdom, listened patiently. She didn't offer a lecture or any of those empty, feel-good phrases that don't really help. Instead, she just took her granddaughter by the hand and quietly led her into the kitchen. Without a single word, she filled 3 pots with water and placed them on the stove. Once the water in all 3 pots came to a rolling boil, she took 3 different items. In the first pot, she placed carrots. In the second, she carefully placed an egg. And in the third, she poured in a scoop of ground coffee beans. Then, she just stood there, watching. The young woman was confused, watching as the pots bubbled and steamed, but she stayed silent, trusting her grandmother. Minutes felt like an eternity. 10 minutes passed, then 15. Finally, after 20 long minutes, the grandmother turned off the burners. She used a spoon to gently lift the carrots out and place them in a bowl. They were now soft and mushy. Then, she fished out the egg, which was now perfectly hard-boiled. And lastly, she ladled the dark, fragrant coffee into a cup. She placed all 3 on the table in front of her granddaughter. Then, she looked at her and asked a simple question. "What do you see?" The young woman, still a bit puzzled, replied, "Carrots, an egg, and coffee." Her grandmother smiled gently and pulled her a little closer. She pointed to the bowl of carrots first. "Look at these," she said. These carrots went into the boiling water strong, firm, and seemingly unbreakable. But after facing the same adversity you're facing, that boiling water, they became weak, soft, and fragile. They lost their strength. Next, she picked up the hard-boiled egg. This egg was the opposite, she continued. It started out delicate, with just a thin outer shell protecting a soft, liquid interior. But after going through the exact same trial, its inside became hardened. It grew tough, closed off, and stiff. The adversity made it unyielding. Finally, she lifted the cup of coffee, bringing its warm aroma closer. But these coffee beans, they are something else entirely. They were put into the very same boiling water, but they didn't just endure it. They didn't let the water change them. Instead, they changed the water. She gestured to the rich, dark liquid. They took their hardship, the heat, the pressure, and transformed it into something new, something rich, warm, and full of incredible aroma. They made their environment better because of what they went through. She then looked directly into her granddaughter's eyes, her gaze soft but incredibly powerful, and she asked the question that truly mattered. "So tell me ... which one are you? When life gets hard, when the water starts to boil around you, how do you respond? Do you become soft and weak like the carrot, losing your strength and your will to fight? Do you become hardened and bitter like the egg, with a stiff heart, closed off from the world? Or do you choose to be like the coffee bean?" She leaned in, her voice a near whisper. "Do you become someone who takes the pain, the struggle, the heat of the moment, and uses it to transform the world around you? To create something beautiful, something powerful, something better from the experience?" The young woman stood there in silence, letting the weight of that lesson sink deep into her heart. And that's the question for all of us, isn't it? Life will always bring challenges. The water will always boil. We can't stop adversity from happening. But we always have the power to decide how we respond. Think about the struggles you're facing right now. The pressure, the heat, the feeling of being in boiling water. Are you letting it make you weak? Are you letting it harden your heart? Or are you finding a way to transform the situation? To learn from it, grow from it, and perhaps even create something wonderful from it. You can let hardships break you down. You can let them make you cynical and bitter. Or you can use them as fuel. You can use them to grow, to evolve, and to become a force for positive change. Not just in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. You can be the coffee bean. Every single one of us has that power within us. The power to not just survive our challenges, but to transform them. It's not about avoiding the boiling water. It's about deciding what you'll become while you're in it. You are the artist of your own life, and adversity is just one of the colors on your palette. You can use it to paint a picture of defeat, or you can use it to create a masterpiece of resilience and transformation. The choice, my friend, is yours. So I'll ask you the same question the grandmother asked. When life turns up the heat, which one will you be? A carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? Think about it. And the next time you're facing a struggle, remember this story. Remember you have the power to change the water. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content that inspires and uplifts. See you in the next one.